Well, I'm glad you're here then. I'm glad you're ready. Feeling good. Please pick up. Please, thank you. Okay. I mostly forgot where I left off. But that's okay. Tuck, tuck, tuck. 204 and trigger happy. Military and time is it? Last time you bed. So, Stalker Anomaly is a game that I have played a fuck ton of recently, and I've always enjoyed the Stalker series greatly. So, you know, if I'm gonna stream something, it's gonna be a weird niche title that I like, not whatever the fuck is popular. And I decided to play as Freedom because I've never done that before. And, you know, that was an immediate crash to desktop. That's a promising start. Ooh boy. Did I fuck up my mod list? That's not good. That's extremely not good. Oh no. Oh no. That would be terrible. I have faith. I have faith that it will not immediately die again. And that's a bad hard crash too. Like if it's triggered by sleeping. Oh no. Sleeping is vital. I can't just not do that. Sleep is like super vital. Fuck! Oh no. Oh, it's definitely on sleeping. Fuck, what have I done recently? What did I add? I got really excited about something. Some retextures and shit, and I added them, and I should not have. Okay, that needs to be there. That is fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I can't imagine. That's off. That should be fine. This, what the fuck are you? I'm going through my mod list. Don't sleep at, you know what? Sure. Let's see how long I can go for not sleeping. Because there are things that reduce how tired you are. Like, theoretically, I could just keep fucking popping caffeine pills. And just kind of hope for the best. Night is going to be a bitch. Because I don't have NVGs. I don't even have NVDs. I don't even have a headlamp. I have glow sticks for nighttime combat. Just like, oh, they're really way far over there. What do we do, Ivan? Throw a fucking glow stick at them. That's our option. Alright, but, Mango believes in me, and that's all I need. That's the only thing I need in life to keep me going. If you are unfamiliar with Stalker, hey, oh my god, if you had seen the last stream, thanks for the SVD, if you had seen the last stream, I was fucking awful, dude. It was so bad. I was missing shots. I was fucking up engagements. It was horrendous. It was... Fuck! I didn't miss a shot. It was shooting at me. It was just the worst combat I think I've ever performed in this game, ever. It was terrible. If you're not familiar with Stalker, there are many factions roaming the zone, each for their own purposes. Duty is... Oh, no. I was absolutely using... No, I was aiming down sights. I was being a good boy. I just fucking sucked. I also actually don't like this sight because it kind of gets up in my face and it doesn't provide any magnification. It's just a reflex. Ah! Jesus Christ! Thanks for missing, guy. Ah! You didn't have friends, did you? It was just the one, right? I don't need that. I will take the bullets. Take some bullets, actually. Take some hot bullets. Oh! Lemon Sky. Look who it is. I have an entire 2 people in chat. That's infinite % more than I usually have. It's 0. The number is 0. It's why percentages don't work. Nice to see you, though. Nice to have friends around. I am growing. I'm growing at an alarming rate. Within the month, I will overtake Iron Mouse for most followers on Twitch. I'll average 15,000 viewers per stream. That's average. I'll make so much money I can buy out my contract and be a free man. It'll be great. Now, as I run across the most boring map in the zone... Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the faith. As I run across the most boring map in the zone, the Truck Cemetery... Actually, it's usually boring. Once upon a time, a Chimera spawned here. And it was not boring. It was horrifying. It was the worst. The nightmares. What am I trying to say? So if you're unfamiliar with Stalker, factions, everybody's in here for one reason or another, right? Nobody jumps into the fucking Chernobyl exclusion zone with death and anomalies and mutants and other people shooting at you for no reason, right? The loners are just essentially independent contractors. They're all there for personal reasons. Fame and glory, finding artifacts, adventure, running away from somehow a worse life on the outside. You know, all sorts of reasons. They're individuals. Bandits are self-explanatory. They're like, why should I risk my butt jumping into an anomaly field when I can just shoot some guy who already did that for me? They're bandits. Clear Sky has an entire game explaining their lore, why they're cool. They're a reasonable faction. They're the closest there are to good guys in the zone. They wear bright blue and white uniforms. They're pretty recognizable. They were kind of antagonists for a while, but then flipped it around and were like, we're cool now. And they have generally altruistic motives. The bandits do have a big point, Mako. You are correct. The bandits... If half of their voice lines weren't like, damn, I'm so cold and hungry, my life is miserable, I fucking hate it here, I would be like, you know, maybe they got a point too, maybe I should be a bandit. But I don't think their business models doing so hot, you know? There are some pretty badass bandits out there. Every now and again you run into one who's just, like, extremely overgeared for no reason. You're like, how did you get this? And you think you probably murdered somebody for it, and it kind of makes sense, you know? Duty. Well, actually, military first. That makes sense. The military is here because a fucking power plant exploded, and there's, like, an alternate fucking dimension existing in Ukraine. So the Ukrainian government is like, I mean, we should probably send soldiers, right? The military is also the only group of people here who are not in the zone by choice. They're just given orders here. And they signed an NDA. And they don't get paid any extra for it. Their military kind of gets the short end of the stick here. And they are, I think those are bandits. Yeah. Military kind of gets fucked on in, like, every capacity. Both in lore and in gameplay. Military just kind of gets screwed over a lot. Duty is the military, but slightly rogue. They're not actually part of the military anymore, but they made their own faction, which is a military with ranks and everything. And their philosophy is, the zone is really fucking weird. We should shoot it until it stops being weird. That hasn't worked yet, but it's not going to stop them from trying. They're also, generally speaking, good guys. They don't shoot at most people on sight, and they want to contain the zone. It might work one day. It just might. It hasn't worked yet, but it might work one day. That's the big thing. Then, they're one of the biggest factions as well. There's a lot of people in Duty. Just like that exists. Oh, wait, I remember why I didn't do this fucking... Yeah. So I actually... more glitches, right? So I ran into a glitch here. I cleared out this little thing, the turf war mission that I did. This red mark here, this unknown enemy. He's in the ground or something. Hopefully if I walk into that area again and reload the area, he'll spawn somewhere. That would be nice. We'll see. The X-ray engine, not reliable. Wouldn't be my first choice for a functioning game with functioning mechanics. As far as I can tell, it's held together by Slavic prayer and, like, vodka residue. But Duty's alright. How old is this game? This mod? I don't know. The first Stalker game came out in, like, 2007 or 2009, I think. Maybe a little earlier. I don't actually remember.
Ну типа привет.
My medical supplies. Where are your caffeine pills? I know you have them. There they are. They're kind of fucking expensive. Hello? Sir? I don't need that many, though. So Duty's thing is the zone needs to be controlled with military force. Freedom is the polar opposite. Freedom's like, the zone is a living, breathing creature, and it needs to be protected and allowed to expand and do what it wants to, because the zone is alive. The Freedom is a bunch of tree-hugging hippies. They get high on the good dank ganja. They call each other bro. They're lads. And I'm one of them right now. I'm one of the boys. Let's see. My character's name somewhere. Anomaly Hugger. Because, you know, I can't hug trees. I mean, I could, But, like, that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I want to hug anomalies. And I have, successfully, a few times. I've melted my legs in acid way more times than I reasonably should have, considering how many times I've run across this map and how well I should know things. So duty and freedom have opposing ideologies. They are shoot on sight with each other. And then the ecologists. The ecologists are good boys. They're literally just scientists that are like, damn, this zone is really spooky. I want to study it. And the anomalies and the artifacts it produces and everything, I wanna know about that stuff. So they come into the zone, and I think they're also an arm of the government. I think so. But they're cool. They're good boys. They literally just want to study stuff and have a nice time and use the findings of their studies to make technology and medical advancements to benefit humanity. They just want to do good things. They're a pretty lucrative source of contracts and work. Very few people are in their faction, though. A lot of people work with the ecologists, not many people are ecologists. Yeah. Mercenaries are my favorite faction because they're just like, I'm here because I'm paid to be here, and I think killing people is a fun pastime. So that's kind of all they do. They're hostile with simultaneously more and less people than you would expect. Like if, yeah, that's what threw me off. In the lore, mercenaries fucking despise ecologists for no adequately explained reason that I can think of. They just fucking hate them. And in the game, those factions are not hostile with one another. Hey friend, how you doing? Alright, I'm about to commit a sin, and I hope it doesn't. You know what, we're just gonna... He literally slept through 8 rounds to the head. Alright, so we're not fucking with that guy, ever, for any reason. Jesus. Alright, I guess. Fuck. Then there's nobody up here, I don't think. Nobody that I want to talk to. Hey, friends. Hello.
Привет, брат.
Oh my god. That's just there, I guess. That's a very expensive thing. A very nice, expensive thing. Oh, hey, it's Chris guy. Hello.
Привет, сталкер!
I can't go fuck up the military, though. I can go find a kill on them. I can do that while I'm here. So... Let's see, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, mercenaries hating ecologists. I don't know why, but they do. And then... the mercenaries are... They're just straightforward. I also just kind of like the roleplay aspect of being a soldier of fortune. I don't know why that appeals to me, but it does. I just think they're neat. Let me see. Then after that would be Monolith, probably. I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just trying to keep it all lined up in my head. Monolith is brainwashed. I hear that. Monolith is a bunch of brainwashed stalkers. Fucking god. Ow. Pseudo-dogs don't fuck around. Hi, are you still a god? Yes, you are. Monolith are a bunch of brainwashed stalkers that got caught outside during an emission or a Psystorm, or they wandered too close to the Wishmaker and they got entranced by it and they fell for the ultimate meme of actually making Wish at the Wishmaker. Their exact origins are vague. They just kind of show up and fuck shit up. They're all fanatic zealots that protect the zone and everything inside of it. That protect the zone and everything inside of it from outsiders. Is that a... That can't be a regular pseudo dog. Is that a Psy dog? No. Because, like, there's no Psy shit fucking things happening. I'm so fucking confused. You're still a god. Man, these dogs are really fucking kicking my ass. And then... Oh, hell, let's see. So yeah, Monolith is spooky and very scary. There are a fuck ton of them. They are all extremely well equipped. And because they're brainwashed, they don't care about training. They just are all like elite operators. And they do not care about this thing called self-preservation. That's for losers, not for them. They're too cool for that. So they also exist in places that are heavily irradiated and have ridiculous psychic emissions going all the time. Be happy. Okay. So Monolith is just, well, spooky. Also fun to play as them. They have a much more difficult time getting anything done in the zone because they shoot everybody on site and everybody shoots them on site. Are you fucking serious right now with me, duty? Holy fucking god. And there's one more up there. Can't forget the radiation. So Monolith is they're good. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Did not fucking expect to hit that first shot like I did. I'm extremely proud of myself right now. That's probably blocking my bullets wholesale, isn't it? Yeah. Dead yet? Yay. I'm gonna go talk to Butcher first. That's a winner, okay. Do not have any bullets left. That's not good. I can just step up. Let's see. Yeah, Monolith is spooky. And then there's a few bonus factions. There's, are you? There's, UNSIG, or UNSIG, something to that effect. They're, essentially NATO forces that are present in the area. Wait a second. Cool. I might keep you on hand, just in case I can. We'll keep that. I haven't unlocked them because I didn't do the story quest for them yet, or the story quest to unlock that faction yet. But they don't seem particularly interesting. I've literally never seen one, ever, in the zone. I know they exist somewhere. I guess. I'm happy I'm inside. Ow. And then there's Sin. Sin is a bunch of fanatic cultists that believe they can use the powers of the zone to cleanse humanity of all sin. In the lore, they get curb stomped and do not achieve this. In the game, because they're essentially just monolith with a slightly more outwards goal. Because monolith mostly just defends things. They just kind of keep people from poking their noses in wrong places. Sin is actively on the attack when they reveal themselves. But Sin and Monolith are aligned because they're both under the control of the Wishmaker and the Sea Consciousness and all. Unsig exists somewhere. And Renegades. Renegades are bandits, but worse. The bandits have some friends, like Freedom and Mercenaries have a non-aggression pact with bandits. Kind of. They're not shoot on sight, at least, with each other. Because they're like, yeah, you're a shitbag, but like, you're my kind of shitbag, you know? Freedom's like, oh, you're bandits and you deal in like illegal drugs and fucking... You're generally hated by most of your fucking peers. Yeah, same, bro. We just think anomalies are like really cool, but we're like kind of the same. And Mercenaries are just like, oh, you also kill people for money? Cool. Want to work together on a contract? So, like, bandits have friends. I don't like the sound. Oh, fucking. Car, save me. Jesus fucking God. Car did not save me. Well, it kind of did. Renegades are a collection of stalkers that have done shit that's so fucked up, literally no faction will interact with them. Like, literally every single group is... I refuse to back them up. They are not... No. They are not nice dogs. I need to get a mod that makes my stalker less asthmatic. His heavy breathing is a little wearing sometimes. I hear gunshots. Hopefully those are military stalkers. I need their tags. Heard that. I heard that shit. Renegades. No! They're not hellhounds. They're not my brothers. They're pseudo-dogs and psi-dogs. They are fucking disgusting abominations that need to be cleansed of this earth. They're also extremely violent. Deceptive. I hate them. And they hate me right back. You know what? Fuck it. Quick save too. Renegades have done stuff that's so fucked up, literally nobody will talk to them, and it's shoot on sight. The bandits barely tolerate the renegades because, you know, they do fucked up shit too. And that's every faction, I believe. It's all 9 or 12 because there's a 3 bonus guys. Are you committing genocide? I am not against the idea of committing genocide of all mutants in the zone. Because none of them are good. They are all violent. Like, literally all of them. There's not a single thing to be gained from interacting with mutants in any other aspect than, like, a hunted kill. What the fuck? Okay. That was just in a fucking box, I guess. That's a very valuable mutant part that I can sell to a butcher for a lot of money. Alright, this is the part where the game gets really fucking dark. And there is no and. It's just gonna be really fucking gloomy for a while. Because I can't sleep. Good God. There's still a machine gunner up in there. I hope he doesn't see me. Because it's nighttime. God, I would fucking kill for an NVG right now. What the fuck? Yeah, I would love to rave with the glow stick. However, I'm currently in the military's headquarters. I don't want to get spotted. I need to kill one stalker, grab his patch, and fucking leave. Shit. Well. Just like that. Oh shit. Oh, it's game over, man. Oh, it's all over. Oh, it's all over now. Oh, fuck. They're gonna round this corner and murder the shit out of me in 2 seconds. Hey, everybody. Okay. I can make this work. I can't make this work. There is no way I can make this work. If I get extremely... That was a person. That was a person. I can make this work. I need to go. I need to go right now. Oh, fucking. Hey, Roxanne. How's it going? I'm, suffering right now. Yeah, so, where am I? Oh, back here. Okay. I can make this work. I'm doing something very stupid for money. You can sum this up as most life choices I've made in this game. Some people do like suffering. This is true. I'm one of those people. That's why I play Anomaly instead of any other Stalker game. Or any other game, really. And it's the same reason you play Bloodborne, right? Same train of thought. Let's see. Oh, words. Who plays Bloodborne? Roxanne does on her stream. And why do they hate their life? That's a conversation between you and Roxanne. She plays Bloodborne because it's a fun game that's exciting. And she hates her life. I actually don't know. I don't feel qualified to answer that. Hey guys. I got melted. I got shot up a whole lot. And to answer your question, Roxanne, what am I playing, and why am I shoving glow sticks up people's butts? It's a lot of fun, actually, for me. I'm one of those people who enjoys Bloodborne. I enjoy every Soulsborne game. At least the ones made by From Software, actually. I'm shoving glow sticks up people's butt because my mama taught me cool party tricks to impress my friends at raves. And I'm playing Stalker Anomaly, which is a mod for the Stalker series. It stitches all the maps together, and damn, there's no good way to go about this, is there? It stitches all the maps together, it adds a lot of content. Generally makes the game more immersive and more difficult. But it's all good fun. I greatly enjoy this game. Nope, I need your body. I need your body. Where is your body? I need that, and I'm taking those. Nobody can stop me. Alright, I'm leaving. I'm running away. And because I killed the guy on the tower, there's no 50 cal to absolutely fucking ruin my existence as I run for the goddamn hills. That was a worthwhile use of 4 bullets. Okay. I kind of want to keep this too. I might disassemble it and sell it for parts, and I might sell a whole set. Ah, hi. How's it going, friendly anomaly boy? Please don't hurt me. Let's get a new system up. Oh! That old thread. Yeah. Yeah, I start with 22 LR, and then I move up to 9x18, and then I think 762x25 is smaller than 9x19. Well, you go for one, then the other, whichever. I don't think I checked this yet. That's not bad. And then we work our way up until that's it. And we work our way up until I'm just bulletproof. I am untouchable. Yeah, that's a good point, Mango. I should just be shooting myself in the arm in my off time. That makes a lot of sense. And the purpose of this suicide mission was my boss at Freedom was like, hey, you should kill like 5 or 6 guys in the military and bring me their patch to prove that you did it. And I said, okay. And I've gotten 5 of the kills. The patches I need. I needed 1 more. And the military does not have a lot of places they like to wander around. And I'm impatient at best. So I decided a quick suicide run was clearly my only logical option. And it worked out. Run into the tower, remove a thinking, feeling man with a wife and kids and a promising future from the face of the earth, and then I make like $200. That seems like a fair cost-benefit analysis. I'm certain my karma won't reflect poorly. Let's see. And now I'm just running back home because I've done my job. Thank you for the ridiculous income. That's actually good to have around. And I need nothing else from you. Thank you, though. Thank you, friend. That man is Butcher. He's a very friendly fellow. He buys mutant parts and meats. Just kind of all sorts of hunting-related stuff. He gives you the best prices in the game for those things. They usually don't sell. Oh fuck! They usually don't sell for a whole lot. He'll buy it for a high price. Please pull it out again. My knife is not badass enough to skin that thing, so I'm just kind of. I just kind of use bullets. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Butcher. He's a good guy. He's definitely handy to every now and again just kind of dump all of the stuff you've had over to him. Make a bunch of money off of it. Will do so. Fuck am I? Okay, cool. How the fuck? Oh, zombies. Oh! There's the deepest lore about zombies in Stalker. It's unpleasant. At best. Zombies are also poor bastards who got caught out in an mission or a psi storm or whatever, right? Yeah, zombies. So they're pretty much mind wiped, and the alright, so the whole premise, right, of Stalker is that before Chernobyl did its thing, there were secret military labs and bunkers in the area. Chernobyl did its thing, and I don't remember if it's because of the sea consciousness, or the sea consciousness did its thing. My timelines are fucked up. Anyways, the big point is there are a bunch of scientists working in a very secret, very fancy underground lab, and they're like, what we'll do is tap into the noosphere, which is like the atmosphere, but for psychic brain energies. And they're like, we'll combine our consciousness into a collective consciousness, the sea consciousness, collective consciousness. And we'll use our combined brain power to influence this noosphere and remove all the bad aspects of humanity from humanity. So no greed, no violence, no NTR next time you go on nhentai.net. All of the bad things from humanity just gone. And their goal is to make a utopia. This fucked up catastrophically. And for a long time, the sea consciousness was in charge of the zone. They were controlling Monolith directly. They were in charge of when an emission or a blowout or a psi storm, whatever you want to call it, would occur. And they were targeted events because they were in control of the zone. And their consciousness affected it. They were in charge. And so zombies and the Monolith were controlled by the zone. Or controlled by the sea consciousness. Monolith is completely fucking mind-wiped. But every now and again, they have, like, a brief moment of, like, what the fuck am I doing here? Before they go back into deep fanatic state. Zombies are just poor bastards that got caught out. And, hell, how am I trying to phrase this? They got mind wiped, but they didn't get any of the clout of becoming a monolith soldier. They just got their consciousness overridden by the seed consciousness. I'm saying the word consciousness too much. And so they wander around as if they're a recently zombified stalker, they can still use guns. They'll shoot. Zombies will shoot at you. And they're just generally bad news. But they're, generally speaking, a relatively easy kill. They're not elusive, they're not tactically capable, they just shamble at you and shoot from the hip, It's pretty bad, actually. It's kind of pitiful. They do get lucky shots off, you can't underestimate it, but, But I looked up the translation once. That was a mistake. Because they'll talk to you. They'll say things to you. Absolutely they will. And I don't care about getting the most money out of they'll talk to you as they're wandering around. They will wonder where their little girl is. They will ask nobody in particular if they've heard about their wife, or if they've heard any news about their daughter or young son. They'll contemplate how after this next paycheck, this next thing they do, they'll have enough money to maybe get out of the zone and finally see their wife and kids again. And it's a little fucking heartbreaking, because it's like, that ain't gonna happen, Chief. There's no fucking way. So this whole time they're shambling around, all kinds of fucked up. It's just, it's bad. In the war, rookie stalkers are if you're going to wash out of the zone, chances are it's because as a rookie stalker, you had to fight some zombies and you got a little bit of PTSD from it. Because it fucks with people. It's not a good time. Take some caffeine pills. In the war, rookie stalkers that encounter zombies frequently report nightmares, like mild PTSD from having to put those guys down. Because it's just such a miserable state to be in. And hell, veteran stalkers too. The zone just fucking sucks. I know more than I should, but less than there is to know in total about Stalker. I'm going to take that as a compliment, though, because I like a lot of things, like I have many hobbies and many interests. Thank you. Oh no. Glow stick. My boy. Fuck it. It doesn't produce any light. It's still my boy. I love him. Yeah, there's a few things that I just deep dive the shit out of. You just something about it just really speaks to you, and you're like, I want to know all about that, and you just keep going and going and going. I've done that with Stalker. There's still bits of the background in the lore and the fluff that I'm not intricately familiar with, but generally speaking, yes, I am well versed in this game. If you know anything about BattleTech, then I'm also pretty big into that. I might stream MechWarrior 4 someday. That's an old game that not many people know of, I think, but it's a lot of fun. Oh goodness. MechWarrior 4 is the single reason I have a joystick, like flight. Yeah. MechWarrior 4. Oh boy. Y'all want to hear some fucking rambling? Here we go. So, BattleTech is... How to start. I don't want to be too boring, but I also want to talk a lot about it. So, there's no aliens in BattleTech, it's just humans versus humans at all times. But essentially, there's like an empire, and we figure out faster than light travel so we can colonize the stars and, you know, whatever. And we get real big. Holy fuck, do we get big. The empire one day collapses, and the, there's a bunch of, federations and fucking, factions, you know, empire collapses, smaller factions, you know, fill the power gap, the power vacuum, and there is a pretty consistent skirmishes and warfare for planets and borders, and, you know, it's all deeply intricate political stuff. The entire time all this is happening, I think it's... I can't remember the name of the corporation, but there's a company that is in charge of... It is a monopoly on all communication and transportation everywhere. If you don't pay their fees, then you cannot move anything anywhere. Like, going from star system to star system is just not going to happen. For better or for worse, they remain strictly neutral in all conflicts, because of how fucking integral they are to everybody. If they picked a side, that side would win. Just end of story. And there's a lot more fucking money to be made just servicing everybody and, you know, having everybody be at war because everybody needs services, rather than picking a favorite and just hoping for the best. And the big point of BattleTech is the Mech Warriors. Yeah, exactly. More money selling to both sides. I believe it's 5 major factions. There's House Steiner, House Davion, House Kurita, fucking House Liao, and one more. House Steiner and House Davion are the biggest. House Steiner is the biggest, period. House Davion and House Kurita are pretty fucking big. House Liao is pretty big. There's 1 or 2 more that are a little more minor, but, you know, they matter. They matter. They've got a bunch of territory. They're just smaller in comparison. So, the big point, though, why we care about this setting is because of the combat that goes on in it. Once upon a time, humanity invented nukes. Once upon a time in the far future, we nuked a planet like real bad. And humanity collectively decided this was barbaric, abhorrent, and absolutely disgusting. So everybody has a gentleman's agreement to not use nukes anymore. Instead, what we do is we use nuclear power to make giant, like, 10-story tall mech warriors that walk around with the payload of, like, an entire tank battalion strapped to them, and lasers and rockets and ballistic weaponry, and using these mechs and, you know, normal conventional tanks, infantry, airplanes, helicopters, right? But they are similar. They are similar to the mechs from Warhammer. A little on the smaller scale, because Warhammer likes to get really big. But they're definitely similar. They've definitely probably pulled some inspiration from each other. That's because mechs and Mech Warrior, a light mech in Mech Warrior is probably, how tall is it? Probably like 5 stories tall. And it can support like 20 to 35 tons of equipment on it, you know, to work with, to, you know, do things with. So, like, you know, a light mech, still fucking big, right? But if it came across a well-coordinated attack from tank battalion or air units, then you could bring one down. But realistically speaking, the only counter to mechs is mechs of your own. Job done. How much? That's it? I hate you so much. Oh, I'm not doing that. You're a fucking psychopath if you think I'm running all the way out to the outskirts. Kill him? No, he's my boss. No. He's my employer. He's like my dude. In fucking Rostock, why do you just hate everybody? In Red Forest? Who's everybody else in Freedom is who's going to stop me. Well, they won't stop me, but they will kill me after the fact, and I will be alienated from my own faction. And I will lose most of my work. Fucking... Is there anybody else you want dead? Other than fucking people in Rostock? Why do you want me to die? Lukash, why do you hate me? What the fuck? Oh my god, I hate you, dude. The worst fucking contracts I've ever had the displeasure of seeing. Fuck me. Fucking hell. Hey, friend.
Ты рассказать чего хочешь, что ли?
Ooh. Good money. Good value. Get some cash from that. That's worth nothing. Condition. 41,000. Hello.
Здоров!
I could do some work for the mercenaries. Yeah, I know. Listen. I can't keep the glow sticks forever. I've got a new one. It has charge on it. I can't carry around dead weight forever, you know? Absolutely not. No. What the fuck? Okay, a rare breed of bloodsucker. Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll die horribly. Why not? I'm definitely gonna need more bullets, though. I need 5.56. 5.45. And I don't actually need that many more pistol rounds. I could use more. They're available. There are no available. Fuck me. You can have none of that. I want it all. Yeah, Battletech, as I was saying. It's, you got light, medium, heavy, and assault mechs, and they go increasing in size and destructive capability. And it is immensely satisfying to pilot one of those and just go absolutely hog wild destroying things. It is a very good time. I don't need that. All of that is, I don't need that. I need to buy a multi-tool. It's,
Ну рассказывай, я весь внимание.
yeah. Thank you. Hey Mango, what's your favorite color, given the options between red, orange, and green? Or Roxanne. Or lemon. Any of you. The first color I see. Let's be a little interactive. Why not? Purple. Well, fuck. Purple's not an option. I can buy two and like pretend it's purple while it's in my inventory and not out producing one color. Yellow. Yellow it is. Well, we've got orange. Orange is close enough to yellow.
Убирай волыну в черный.
That's nice. This is arguably yellow. Ignore the texture glitching on my arms. We don't gotta worry about that. After dark in the village, right? Yeah, just in the village. Okay. And it works out because it's already nighttime. What time is it actually? 0 dark 08.
Прячь игрушку.
Alright. So, the contract I accepted for Skinflint is, fairly suicidal. Bloodsuckers are very nasty and very violent, and I agreed to kill one that is nastier and more violent than bloodsuckers usually are. Sure, why not? Fucking. I'm having very good luck with the random stashes today. Just in general, actually. So yeah, actually, I'll shelve the BattleTech talk for if and when I ever actually stream MechWarriors 4 or 5, probably 4 because I like that one more, even though it's much older. Pills and cigarettes. Why not? Fun fact: smoking a cigarette will also crash my game. I haven't bothered to go through and fix that, even though I kind of know how. I just take it as smoking kills, you know, smoking's bad for you. So we don't do that here. What doesn't crash my game? Well, you see. Funny you should ask that.
Ладно, Герасим. У меня дела поважнее есть, чем с тобой молчать.
Listen. We love the X-ray engine. But I heard that shit. Fucking scared the shit. No, God, there's more than one. There's more than one. There's more than one. Fuck. Oh, shit. My fucking last save. Oh, fuck. Yo, I was so fucking confident. Okay. Oh, did softlock? Hello? Hello? Yeah, softlock. I think. Yes, definitely. Alright, so, we have to hit the nuclear option. But that's okay. We love the X-ray engine here. It's working as intended. Last save. Yes. Yes, we do. It's beautiful and perfect. It's definitely not Stockholm Syndrome. I definitely really like it. It's perfect and beautiful. Oh, goodness. Yep. Back here. Fuck. Okay. A little bit of a jog. Gotta rerun some errands, but that's okay. Because the X-ray engine is perfect. Nothing is wrong with the X-ray engine. Oh, goodness. Lot more caffeine. Hey, if it makes you happy, Mango, I won't sell the glow stick this time, even though it's worth an absolutely absurd amount. Considering it's a fucking glow stick. Fuck. I was so cocky, though, that I took down that one bloodsucker. And I was just like, okay. That went so much better than expected. Nothing to worry about here. And then, oh, sell it? Okay. Absolutely. Thank you. God, yes. We practice stonks here. Yeah, I was so cocky. I was like, easy day, easy job, no worries. And then not one, but two other bloodsuckers were like, hey, how's it going? It was, not my finest moment there. A slight lesson in humility, though.
Ну рассказывай, я весь внимание.
And actually, yes, I don't need that. I don't really care for it. Fuck. Sell those two.
Ты это, не безобразничай. Ствол спрячь, а?
They really did. They really rolled up, and they were like, I'm sorry, your free trial is expired. I need you to log off. We buy the orange glow stick, though. Buy that.
Спрячь волыну, сталкер.
Oh, that's so great. Take my caffeine tablets. Oh, right. I was like, why the fuck is my job not done? I know it is. I did my job like a good boy. Give me that. Those are nice to have. Everything else is fine. Yes, it's fine. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm a smart boy. This will make things so much easier. Assuming I get that same task. Job done. And hey, I haven't yet. And is your work still garbage in Lemansk? I'll actually do that. Might take me a minute, but I'll do it. Rostock, fuck you. Okay, everything else is terrible. I hate you. For the uneducated, or the unfamiliar, the KS-23? I believe that's what it's called. KS? Yeah, KS-23. Is a shotgun designed in Russia. I believe in Russia. And it was made for use by police or prison wardens to stop riots. It was made to counter a prison riot in, for example, a gulag where you have very violent people. Definitely not just political prisoners. Burrito, yes. Okay. I will do the Phantoms in the Dark. I will do that. Because I am stupid and hate myself. 5, I'll still buy that because I'm gonna use it eventually. Okay. So, that shotgun was made for use against riots. Currently, most shotguns are either 12 gauge or 10 gauge. The smaller the gauge, the bigger the pellet that is actually like flying at the target. So 10 gauge is like pretty nasty stuff. 12 gauge is extremely common, and you know, definitely will screw up a person or an animal or anything really. 8 gauge is internationally recognized as being inhumane and illegal. The KS-23 uses 6.27 gauge. It is fucking ridiculous that this thing even exists. But I have one. In fact, a lot of stalkers in the zone have one. It's a fairly common shotgun. It is absolutely as fucking powerful as you think it is. So, when we go mutant hunting... yeah, right? I see no problem here. So when we go mutant hunting, we bring the 6 gauge shells. In real life, there's a handful of shells made for this shotgun, but nothing crazy. In the game, they've got shrapnel, buckshot, and slugs. And that's kind of all you need. There's nothing. Oh, quick save. We're gonna quick save. So I don't... if something untoward happens, I don't need to run all that far again. Yeah. Not that that would ever happen. More caffeine pills. So I can stave off sleep for that much longer. No, I can't just sleep. We established I can't do that. After I end stream, eventually, I'm definitely going to look into what the fuck I did to my mod list to get it to behave like that. And I'm definitely going to fix that, because that is bad. That is unacceptable. Okay. Eating history up until this point. Hi, I saw that. Goodbye. I said goodbye. Any more? Fucking no. Yes, Mango, there were 3. Goodness. Okay. This worked out well. This worked out very well. Also, just for the crowd, right? I killed all 3 bloodsuckers about here. That first one. Yeah. Delays like that. That first bloodsucker. All the way over here. I shot him, like, up over there. 6 gauge is necessary and vital and absolutely justified and should not be considered a war crime. It is absolutely a normal thing. I think everybody should have a 6 gauge shotgun lying around their house. Just because. I think we should give them to men, women, and children. I think there is nothing but goodness and benefits that can come from everybody having the means to have a closed casket funeral on demand. I think that is a good thing. However, I have the safety and security of knowing that this is a video game. So, I don't have to worry about the idea and the thoughts of what I'm potentially doing to my targets and the things I point my guns at. It's just extremely fucking satisfying to watch something go sailing 30 yards away from me. Now, that's comfortably close. 30 yards away from me as a point. What the fuck is down there? They better not have been shooting at me. Should be our territory. Okay, let's see. I did the thing for Skinflint. So yeah, go back to home. Say hello. Oh goodness. Big stretch, big yawn. Goodness. I'm not actually all that tired. I think I just gaslighted myself into yawning somehow. Hello, job done. Hey, 10,000, not bad, not bad. And base account. I kind of desperately want a gas mask that is worth anything, but I don't need one quite yet. Like just quite yet. Probably get the GP5, but I have to get one now. Decisions. Because the next time they restock, I definitely want better armor than this, and that's going to be a large financial investment. And I don't know if taking like 8 to 15,000 rubles away from my pool will allow me to afford something that's like worth a damn. That's okay. You don't need to keep that on me anymore. Don't need to keep any of that on me. I should have bought water from him. I'm going to be able to dehydrate it soon. Skinflint, I'm sorry. That's another reason I like mercenaries. They have a very compact building. I don't have to run around for everything. I can afford mineral water. For locked case in the garbage, I can probably do that. Yeah, that's a much more viable task than running into the mask and actually wearing the mask. Yo, that is in the fucking construction yard. Holy shit. There's no way in hell I'm getting that far. Lemansk is contested territory between the mercenaries and Monolith. The mercenaries won't shoot me on sight. I'm actually bros with them. Monolith would fucking rip me to shreds. And I know that location on the map where that target is. He's in a construction, like a construction site, and the walk up has no cover, and the entire building that is under construction has a fuck ton of hidey holes and different elevations that I have to worry about. I'm going through garbage. It is a heavily defense-favored area, and there's like anywhere between 3 and like 10 monolith soldiers just hanging out there at any given time, and there's one of me. So, methinks I must wait until I have better gear before trying to push that particular envelope. There is a story to Stalker Anomaly. There are, like, main quest missions, but it's fairly suicidal to try and get too far into them without getting good gear first. So, we're in the very early game of doing odd jobs and all sorts of tasks for our faction, so that we have access to and the money to buy good gear so that we can do fun endgame stuff. And by fun endgame stuff, I mean walk through the entire CNPP and then the entire actual power plant. Fun was a strong word. Fun was a strong word. It's an experience. That is right there. One of the most valuable tools in your possession is bolts. Literally, like, mundane. I would otherwise use this in construction and DIY projects. Bolts. Or empty casings. And you chuck them at anomalies that are usually otherwise invisible. Mostly. To figure out where the fuck it is, so that you know not to walk into it. Some anomalies have visual indicators. The whirligig anomalies have dust and leaves floating around them because it's a gravity distortion. I forget what these are called. I call they're just acid puddles. They of course are green and glowy because they're acid. Burner anomalies, I have a mod for burner anomalies that makes them have little sparks and embers in the air around where they are. But vanilla, they're completely invisible. They have no spatial distortion, no visual or audio cue. They're just there, waiting for you. And electronic anomalies, or electricity anomalies rather, right? It's such bullshit. They're also damn near instant kills. You have to have pretty solid thermal protection to survive one. If I ran into one with the armor I'm wearing now, it would probably just kill me. And electricity anomalies have, you know, sparks and zaps shooting off all over the place to, I don't need this, to denote where they are. And so, to know the exact position, you know, how close am I to the thing, you know, if I'm trying to navigate, you know, real fucking close to something and just skirt around it. I keep chucking these things, and I get a good feel for where it is and how close I can get. Because a bolt or a casing will distort and otherwise provoke the anomaly into reacting in some way. So it gives you a much better idea of where its boundaries are. Which is, if you're just running around, kind of like I am at the moment, not a super critical thing, because you can just kind of like run around them. But if you're artifact hunting, and artifact hunting is a very lucrative business model, then you find artifacts inside of anomaly fields. And anomaly fields are self-explanatory. It's a whole fucking bunch of anomalies, usually of one type, that are just kind of gathered in an area. And somewhere in the middle of all that fuck shit is an artifact that is worth a lot of money to somebody. It might be... What the fuck was that? It might be worth investing in a few lead-lined containers so I can go artifact hunting. Artifacts, a lot of artifacts, especially the nicer, more expensive ones, or the ones that sell for a lot, emit a fuck ton of radiation and will absolutely poison the fuck out of you and kill you if you're just holding it. So what you need to do is put it in a lead-lined box, so it's just, you know, sitting there doing nothing. Or you can put it into an application container, because a lot of artifacts also have positive benefits. They'll make you more resistant to psychic damage, or electric damage, or ballistic resistance. You know, they've all got trade-offs, right? So I know one of them makes you more, makes you run for longer. It increases your stamina regeneration, and it increases your electricity resistance, but it decreases, I think, your psychic resistance or something like that. Pretty much every artifact has trade-offs. But if you think the trade-offs are absolutely worth it, and many of them are, then you can put it into an application container of the appropriate quality to mitigate the radiation that the artifact gives off, and apply it to your body and gain the benefits of having an artifact. Alrighty then. In the garbage. Where is... Oh, down there. Okay.
Ну, типа,
Hello,
привет.
everybody. I'm feeling bold, so we're going to take a slightly faster route, which is almost assuredly going to have mutants. Or zombies. Or both. I'm feeling Watchmen. I think Watchmen are going to come for my butt. Nothing yet. That's surprising. Somewhat promising. Those are boars? No, fleshes. Okay. These ugly fucking things that I might get a closer view of soonish. If I can Bear Grylls my way over them. No? Okay. Oh, did it die? Yeah. This ugly fucking thing is called a flesh. Some of them are extremely violent and hostile. Others are a lot more meh about things. They're ugly, and I hate them. You know what? If drinking pee was an option in this game, I would do it just for you, Mango. Just because you asked me to. That sounded a lot like a bloodsucker. It was a bloodsucker! It's gonna unless I can tactically stand myself up on his fucking tractor. And it ran into the anomaly. Well, that worked out, I guess. I don't have that on me right now. I didn't think I would need it. I have a handgun and my rifle. And the rifle would be like shooting money at it. And respectfully, I'm not doing that. It's not really shooting money at it. In the early stages, like when you're like, that's fair. I do always need a 6 gauge. Fuck, where am I going again? Down this way. You know what, we're gonna quick save just because I don't want to experience that again. Yes. In a perfect world, I would absolutely stay strapped. And very, very late game, I will forgo a pistol entirely. I do not have bullets. I will forgo a pistol entirely in favor of having a rifle and a shotgun. Because it's really fucking effective. However, shotgun ammo, especially for the KS-23, is expensive. And I do not have that kind of money. And I'm not particularly strong right now. I cannot carry a whole lot of weight. And I need to be able to carry loot and other, things to make a profit. Otherwise I would absolutely keep that thing on me at all times. This is nice. Lots of bullets. And my package. That's good fun once. Awesome. Nobody is the answer to that question. If you hit me up with a model 1897 Winchester 1897, and you said, do you need anything more in life? The answer is no. No, I do not. I have achieved enlightenment with a slam-firing shotgun. Oh my god, I want one so bad. Like, in real life, I want one. I don't think I'm ever gonna get one. But I want one, though. Oh, is it a blowout? Oh, it totally is. Good thing I'm indoors already. So we're just gonna sit here and enjoy the pretty colors, and I'm actually gonna turn down audio on stream a little bit because it's gonna get pretty fucking loud. If it starts to peak too much, just let me know and I can turn it down more.
Oh, Mango's watching you?
Yeah. Yeah. Blowouts slash emissions are what happen when the zone gets really angry. And it's bottled up its emotions, and it really just needs to vent and let loose and go nuts. So it does. It does so. Initially, when the sea consciousness was still in control, blowouts were a targeted event. If the military pushed too deep, or boy, that is loud. Goodness. If the military pushed too deep, or a certain stalker, or a group of stalkers rather, were about to do something like really crazy that would negatively impact the science. Oh yeah, it really goes off. A blowout was a targeted event, is what I'm trying to say. It was a specific thing that happened, and they were way worse, way more violent, way more directed when the sea consciousness was in control. But they also happened way the heck less often. In the first game, Shadow of Chernobyl, the canonical ending is Strelok finds the scientists, the sea consciousness, and he kills them. So nobody is in control of the zone anymore. Fix the light. Nicer. And you get the death report. So that surge, that blowout, looks like 8 to 10 people died. I've seen up to about 30 and as little as 5 per blowout. Oh, I guess it's raining now. So when Strelok killed the members of the Sea Consciousness, the zone was left to its own fucking devices. So now, in the timeline, because Stalker Anomaly takes place after the events of the last game, which I think was Clear Skies. So the zone is just completely on its own. It's gone completely wild. There is nobody to control it or direct it or rein it in anymore. It is just what it is. And so now blowouts happen much more frequently, once or twice a day, instead of like once or twice a month. But they're also way less powerful. So at one point you can talk to Strelok and he'll tell you about that. And he honestly doesn't know which one is worse. He doesn't know which one he would prefer to have to deal with. And to be honest, neither do I. For gameplay purposes, having them actually occur once in a while is, of course, the better option. For narrative purposes, I don't know which one I would want to deal with either. Because maybe before I end stream, like when I'm like kind of done with gaming, I could share a video. There's this animator called Sodas, and he does spectacular fucking animation. He is super talented. Yeah, the week 2 times a day one. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It definitely keeps you on your toes. The only time I've ever died to a blowout was I was running through the truck cemetery, or the truck graveyard. And it was like, I was in the middle of a fucking nowhere. And it's like, hey, my fucking PDA goes dead, I lose connection, and it's like, find shelter. And I'm like, what fucking shelter? I died a terrible death. But this animator, Sodas, is so fucking good at what he does. And he made like a 15-minute long animation on Stalker. And it's just beautiful. The animation work and the little story it tells, with no real dialogue. It's all motion, you know. I think like 2 words or 3 words are said. I think I will share that, actually, if you care to join me once this is all said and done. I think because it is an animation and it can play things by the narrative, not by gameplay, it really hammers home the idea of like what it would feel like to experience a blowout, and the dangers of the zone, and just kind of like life, what that's all like. It does it a lot better than the game can, I think. While I'm on the topic of narratives, actually, that's fine. While I'm on the topic of narratives, actually, did you know that this game series, Stalker, and the movie Stalker, is based on a book called Roadside Picnic? I love it when the song comes on. The movie is not based on the game. The movie is based on the book. There's a book called Roadside Picnic, and it is a very good book. Very existential. Yeah, right? Love this song. Unfortunately, I have to leave. So the book, yes, Roadside Picnic. I'm just going to assume nobody's going to take the time to read the book, because reading is for losers. I suppose if you want to, you could, tab out or mute me while I talk about this book and spoil the fuck out of it. The premise is, one day... Hey! Not many of us can. It's difficult. The premise is... I think it takes place in the US. But I could be wrong. The location doesn't really matter. There's a reasonably rural town. Not a huge population. It's definitely not a city, but it's not like a population of 20, It's like it's a town. And nearby this town, there is suddenly an event. And the working theory is that aliens came and visited and left stuff behind. And the random junk and miscellaneous items that they left lying around as waste and refuse are so impossibly advanced compared to what we have, it isn't even fucking funny. In addition to this, spatial distortions, anomalies, much like you see in Stalker, as the acid pools and the burner anomalies and electric, all that shit. But the ones in Roadside Picnic are usually a little more on the subtle side. The first anomaly you experience is a scientist backs up because one of the first artifacts they find is a battery that is a positive feedback loop. So the more you use the battery, the more it charges itself. It is a source of infinite power. It's just lying around. So that is one of the more commonly found and eventually deemed not very expensive artifacts found in the zone. So there's a lot of fucking interest groups that want shit from it, which is where the profession of stalker comes in. It's an acronym. I'll pull it up for you. I'll read it off. And stalkers are people who go into the zone and find all the goodies. And in the book, they, I think they carry guns. Pretty certain they carry guns. That's a lie. I know they carry guns. But they're much more sparingly used. It's, shit happens and you carry a gun, but it's not like Stalker the video game where if you don't have a gun, you're fucked. So Stalker is an acronym for scavengers, trespassers, adventurers, loners, killers, explorers, and robbers. And so our protagonist in this book is a stalker, and he escorts scientists and other interested groups through the zone so they can take what they need. Stalkers are primarily defined by paranoia and working off of gut feeling and instinct. So, at the start, a scientist picks something up, or he literally makes unnecessary movement, and as he backs up a little bit into... Oh, there's an electric anomaly. I haven't shown that off yet. There we go. I heard something nasty in that direction. I'm running away. As he backs up, he very lightly brushes his shoulder against what's described as like a spider web. And it's, you know, the kind of spider web that's like so thin you can hardly tell it's there, and it's just by like how the light happens to hit it at a given moment that you can see it. It's like that. And this scientist happens to brush against it, and he breaks just a few strands. And the stalker is like, yo, that's not fucking good. Like, that's bad. He doesn't tell the scientist that he saw that, because the scientist doesn't notice. And the stalker doesn't tell him, but he just tells him to freeze. And they just kind of wait for a moment, and nothing happens. And the stalker's like, alright, maybe we just got absurdly lucky. But he's kind of in the back of his head, like, waiting for something to happen. So he escorts the scientist. I think there were two. There were two scientists. He escorts them back out of the zone. They go back to their little base. The stalker gets paid, and the scientists debrief and go hit the showers. 6 hours later, the scientist is found dead in the shower, I believe, due to heart attack. Completely normal, unrelated to anything at all, cardiac arrest. Everybody chalks it up to cardiac arrest. He had a heart attack. Unfortunately, these things happen. Our stalker, and we the audience, absolutely know for certain that it was because he broke that spider web. And that is one example of an anomaly. That's actually how the book opens. And so the entire book is fairly surreal and explores a lot of I don't want to say philosophies, that seems a little too grand, but like a lot of trains of thought about how if there is advanced life out there, how it would probably interact with us, which is to say not really, and how people react to the unknown and the supernatural, and how we react to each other. It's a well-written book. It's a very good book. I firmly recommend it for those interested in those kinds of topics. I'm happy to hear you say that, Mango. It's a very good read. The only thing I will say is the ending leaves a lot of threads open. Like, it does not tie up many loose ends at all. So if you want closure in your novel, you are looking in the wrong location. Like device and equipment. We still have nothing. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What kind of work do you want done? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So the really grand gives you stuff to think about. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while since I read the book, actually. I remember a lot more of the specific plot details, like how the book goes, rather than some of the philosophical inquiries it makes. I have mineral water, I have food, I have energy drinks, I have medicine, I have bullets. I should be good to take on another task. kind of whenever. If you end up reading Roadside Picnic,
Ты рассказать чего хочешь, что ли?
and you like it, then Another one? Shit, okay.
Здоров!
Who the fuck shot? Also, why? Let's see if I can't get a good view. Who's shooting? You don't lie. This should count as shelter, right? Yeah, everybody else is hanging out. Yeah, this is a good view. I think. Let's see if I can't get a better one. Oh, there we go. Just in case it doesn't count as shelter. No, everybody else is hiding in here. It's fine. Metro 2033. The entire Metro series, actually, of books. The games are amazing, but they're much more action-packed than the books are. Are you just walking in circles? Is this where it went? Oh my god. I'm livid. I'm actually insane. Fuck. Sorry, I'll explain that. What I just did there in a second. Fucking. So the Metro series of books are very philosophical. They talk about and explore the idea of how how people react to the unknown and how we treat each other, even in the first one that I mentioned is called Roadside Picnic. I will actually have a copy of it next to me. I can type out the Roadside Picnic by Boris Strugatsky. I can type that to you real quick. There we go. Strugatsky. Yes. Yeah, no worries. If you ever do end up reading that, do tell me what you think, because I enjoyed it from start to finish until the actual finish. And it wasn't that it was a bad ending; it just left me a little unsatisfied. There was a lot left to think about, and I wanted the author to have a few more remarks about some of the about some of what he had presented in his book. Still worth a read. Absolutely worth a read. And Metro 2033 is a fantastic book about, post-apocalyptic life in the Metro after we nuke ourselves back underground, or I suppose underground, just in general. Stop pacing. You're making me nervous, man. Fuck. I don't like it. And Metro is absolutely a fucking... has a lot to say about humanity and how we treat each other and how we react to the unknown and and God. Actually, there's an entire chapter of Metro that is devoted to Artyom having a spiritual awakening / theological debate with a Eastern Orthodox minister, I believe. I might have the exact faith wrong, but it's a large portion It is one entire chapter. It is a lot. Full disclosure, I actually skipped most of that debate. I got a little lost in the words, and I wasn't particularly interested in either side of the debate. The rest of it, however, how Artyom is presented to interact with the Dark Ones, and the Rangers, and all the other factions in the Metro, as well as how different people treat and react to all the happenings. It's a very good book. It's also a lot more straightforward than Roadside Picnic is. You can... it's only 82 rubles. That's fair. I like these descriptions. 100 somewhat old and crusty pages worth of prime nude Russian girls. Common contraband among conscripts, criminals, and other unfortunates who are stuck in the zone against their will. Some Westerners joke about it, saying, "From Russia with love." Why are they crusty? That's for me to know and you to find out, Mango. They are. But we don't discriminate here. I think I've only got Russian Playboys? Fuck. I need to expand my collection. You can also find copies of Ukrainian Maxim, which is another magazine of intellectual content. It has a different description, but it's similar. It's like it's not exactly clear if it's sad or kind of funny. That no, you actually don't want to find out. It's crusty because it's really dirty in the zone, and the guys had the magazine for a while. It's definitely nothing sus. Let's see. Daybreak. Pop some pills, because that's healthy for me. Drink some water. That's actually healthy for me. Yeah, sure, okay, right? Okay. Let's see. My next jobs are... I think I've only got the convert. Yeah, I'm gonna go see if the mercenaries have any good work for me, actually. I'm gonna run over to Dead City. Whenever I play as a mercenary, which is frequently, I love playing as a merc. Freedom. I've actually got really good luck with Freedom, giving me good contracts as a mercenary. They're a very good source of income because they're close by and they have... I mean, fuck, they pay me. That's kind of where the line of thought ends as a mercenary. I don't really care about their ideology. They're convenient and they pay me well to kill people. Or track down lost cargo or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, sure, bro. Whatever gets me paid. I think I might end the stream soonish because it's getting kind of close to bedtime. I got work tomorrow. I don't want to stay up too late. My character in game is sleepy. Day is breaking, and I will still show that animation. I'll find that. I'll need to edit. Fuck. That's fine. I'll figure it out. is this game multiplayer? That's okay, I gotta work tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, I'll talk to the mercenaries, and then see if they have any contracts, and then kill it there. Fucking radiation, go away. Rats, go away. Come again another day. This game is not multiplayer. I believe Clear Skies, the vanilla game, not this mod pack, but Clear Sky, the game, has a multiplayer mode. I actually know it does. I don't know how active the servers are, but I know it has multiplayer. Is the multiplayer in Stalker any good? I'm gonna say no. There is a man on YouTube, I believe called Nikolai, who makes very funny videos with the content of, I am so fucking radiated right now. Fuck. I don't really want to use rad pills for it, but I don't really have a choice. It's not a particularly good game. No, I would not say that about it. Hey there. Piss off, Stalker? Why do you hate me, Dushman? Is it because I'm not a merc? Dark Valley? That's far away. That's also far away. Zatin is a fucking no-go. And Outskirts is... Okay, everybody hates me. Noted. Gotcha. Okay. Let me see if I can't figure out a little bit of a screen capture situation. Whoa. Can you see the things, Mango? Can you see my desktop? Oh, actually, no, you might be able to. Awesome. We're going to pretend that ads don't exist. We'll just vibe here. I do use Opera. I converted semi-recently. It's a nice browser. I like it. I like a lot of the things I can do with it. All right, now we shall enjoy the film. Actually, hold on, let me throw this over onto another screen so I can see if you say anything. There we go.
За монолит.
Слышишь? Шкерится кто-то, походу. Есть кто, нет? Опачки. Нормально, нормально. Ну ничего.
Впереди!
Да. А ну, чики-рики! Сука! Блять!
Freeze!